Hello everyone, I am Innila Aziz. I hope you are fine and welcome to the translation course. So please, if you do like more videos like that, don't forget to thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be informed by the coming videos. The first step in translation is to understand the source language. This is the key to good translation. If we do not understand it deeply, our translation will be dissatisfactory. To understand a source language text means to understand, first of all, of course, the language, including not only the surface meaning, the underlying meaning, but also the structures of the sentences and the logical relationship between sentences and paragraphs. Besides the language itself, we need to know many other things I would call background information. What is background information? It includes who is the writer of the source language text, what is the attitude of the writer, what is the purpose of the writer, what is the style of the writing, what is the historical, geographical, social and cultural setting in and context of the writing. Let's take a look at some of them. Who is the writer? It's important to know who the writer is, especially when we translate literary works, because this helps us understand the idea and the style of the writing. Some writers are well known and we already know something about them. Some writers are less known, or when we have never read their works, in this case we need to do some research on them. What is the setting in and context of the writing? This can refer to the historical, political, social and cultural setting in and context of the writing. For example, the historical context of Abraham Lincoln's speech, Gettysburg Address, is the American Civil War. The social context of Stephen Hawking's speech, The Origin of the Universe, is the research of findings of physics. What is the genre of writing? Is it poetry, drama, novel? Is it narrative, expository, argumentative? Poetry is very special literary genre with refined language, rich feelings, vivid imagery, and distinct rhyme. Practical writing also has special characteristics. Practical writing, as the term suggests, is for practical purposes, resolutions, instructions, reports, proposals, announcements, contracts, letters of invitations, business letters, etc. are all practical writings. Of the many characteristics of practical writings, two are important for translators to know. First, practical writing is based on facts and there is absolutely no room for artistic recreation. The translator must translate everything correctly, paying special attentions to time, dates, numbers, names of people and places, technical terms, etc. Second, practical writings have their formats that cannot be changed. The overall layout of the document and the formatting of the content should both follow the source file as closely as possible. The tables, charts, graphs, etc. should be exact, the same as those in a source language text. What is the style of the source language text? The style of a text is to a great extent decided by its genre. The styles of literary writings can be very different depending on who the writer is. Ernest Hemingway's style is, among other things, terse. Charles Dickens is witty and sometimes sentimental. A writer's style gives her or her writings very special characteristics. and distinguishes him or her from other writers. To translate a writer's work, it is important, of course, to translate the ideas. It is equally important to translate the style. What is the attitude of the writer? If we know the writer's attitude when we read the source language text, we will be alerted to self-contradictions, details that do not support the writer's opinion, or changes in attitude which indicate that there may be something wrong in our translation. To know the background information of a source language text, we can also ask ourselves, what is the purpose of the writing? Is it to inform, to persuade, or both? If it is to inform, then the writing may follow a time order or a space order and use clear and concise language. If the purpose is to persuade, then the writing will follow a logical order, uses language that appeals to reason or to both reason and emotions. If we read more carefully, we will also note the logical relationship within writings and implied meanings of a certain words. The background information can help us understand the source language text, choose the appropriate words, use the writer's style, and be aware of the cultural elements. Finding the background information of a source language text is therefore an essential step in translation. Thank you very much for watching this video.